They never had to teach us hate. They just had to tighten the hallway. Make the hunger feel like somebody else's fault.
They never had to teach us hate. They never had to teach us hate. We in the maze.
Yeah, we in the maze. Walls closed, air thin, lights cold. Hands on our ropes, still we think it's our own rope. Neighbor ain't the monster, just panicked and broke. While the one with the clipboard watches us choke. They cut the food and they film who you blame. Call it nature when they rid the whole game. If we stop biting, start reading the cage, we can turn that maze into an exit stage. I seen friends turn feral over inches of space, over crumbs and opinions, over pride in the face. When the pressure stay constant, even calm get cruel. Every smile get questioned like a hidden rule. They move the goalposts, then they mock you for tripping. They flood you with noise, then they clock you for slipping. You think you choosing, but the choices come pre-cut. 2 doors, same hallway, same lock in the rear. Scarcity sermons surviving your ear, so you swing on your brother just to manage your fear. Meanwhile the glass stays spotless, no fingerprints found from the ones who design how the flights go down. White coat logic, observe, document, notes how the stress makes a choir out of desperate throats. But I do not call it fate, I call it a plan. A maze is a language built by another hand.
We in a maze.
Walls closed, lights cold, hands on our throats, still we think it's our own rope. Neighbor ain't the monster, just panicked and broke. While the one with the clipboard watches us choke.
They cut the food and they film who you blame.
Call it nature when they rig the whole game. If we stop biting, start reading the cage, we can turn that maze into an
exit stage.
Look, I get it. When you hungry, you bargain with shame. You start calling folks enemy to quiet the pain. With the real threat, loves when we split into teams. Loves when we bleed for a story on the screen. They measure our anger like numbers in a chart. Sell it back to us piece by piece, part by part. Make a villain out of neighbors with the same 2 hands. Same wit, same bills, same weight in the sand. They want you loud at the wrong address, so the quiet ones move pieces while you fail the test. They tighten the corridor and offer a chant, any banner. As long as you do not glance at the hinges, at the Vicks, at the locks on the door, at the ones who keep deciding what enough is for sure. So here's the pivot, here's the line in the dust. If we share what we have, it lose leverage on us. A map is just hope drawn in practical ink. And the first step out the maze is refusing to say stop, 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 stop. Breathe. Look at the cage, not the teeth. If they keep us in panic, they keep us on leash. So speak, but speak where see. They love a narrow hallway, shoulder check and shove. Turn community into a contest for love. A drip feed of comfort, then a sudden drought. So you blame who was nearest when the lights go out. They see little rumors like crumbs on the floor. Watch us chase them in circles, beg for one more. 1,000 tiny trinkets, a manufactured spark. So we shadow box ghosts in the middle of the dark. But I seen a different ending when the rats get wise. When they stop taking bait, start reading the signs. When the smallest one eats and nobody complains, because tomorrow's a trap if today stays the same. We build ladders from lessons, from mutual aid, from you good in the doorway, from debts repaid. Trade fear for a plan, trade spite for a link, trade quick little victories for a stronger think. They cannot manage the people who manage they stress. They cannot sell you a war when you choose to bless. Not naive, just precise. We are done with the spin. We do not need new enemies, we need new kin. So I tap on the glass, let it ring like a bell. To the one still biting, you are not in hell. You are in a system that profits from pain. Turn around, face outward, rewrite the game. Walls closed, lights cold, hands on our throats, still we think it's our own rope. Neighbor ain't the monster, just panicked and broke. While the one with the clipboard watches us choke.
They cut the food and they film who you blame.
Call it nature when they rig the whole day. If we're in arms, make a ladder from rage. We can turn that maze into an exit stage. They never had to teach us hate. They never had to teach us hate. You never had to teach us hate.